Oh, my goodness. It's that time again. GP, where are you?
He's up here, Hammy.
Oh my. Oh, I'm out of control. I'm out of control. Ooh. Oh, hi there. Do you know what these are? They're called binoculars. And when you look through them, they bring things up really close. The telescopes do the same kind of thing. They're very handy, binoculars and telescopes, for looking at lots of faraway things. Things like trees, hills, squirrels, chipmunks, and, you've got it, birds. It's a lot of fun watching birds. And the birds don't seem to mind at all. In fact, I think they kind of like being watched. Don't you, birds? Anyway, bird watching is lots of fun. And it's one of those things you can do anywhere. In your backyard, from your window, in the park, in the country, even in the city. And there are lots of ways to do it. You can see how many different kinds of birds you can find. A bird watching book is very handy to help you tell which bird is which. You can count them. It's very good practice for counting. Or you can try spotting them before your friends do. Bird watching is so much fun, the riverbank animals decided to organize a bird watching party right here. You should have seen it. It was, well, here's how it all began. It was very, very early in the morning along the riverbank. Not a creature was stirring anywhere. Well, nobody likes to get up too early, especially when they can stay in bed. One by one, however, eyes fluttered open and greeted the new day. The geese stretched and preened. Morning, goose.
Morning, gander. You notice something different about this morning?
Now that you mention it, I do.
I get the funniest feeling that we're about to be watched.
One or two of the other birds had the same feeling. I can't imagine why, though, unless it was the fact that Martha, Hammy, and GP the guinea pig were also up at this unheard-of hour, rubbing the sleep out of their eyes and getting ready to... Well, what were they doing out here in the woods when they should be home in bed? And what's that they're carrying with them? Hey, was this your idea, Hammy? What are we doing here? What's all this stuff you made me bring? Well, Martha and I wanted to go bird watching, GP, and you said you'd bring your telescope, and, well, so I did. Well, here we are, so let's start watching something. What'll we watch first? I think we should start by watching some birds, GP, but it's my first time, so I'll just watch whatever everybody else is watching.
It's my first time too, Hammy, so you decide.
But it really wasn't up to Hammy and Martha and GP to decide who'd start the watching. It turned out someone else was already watching them. Ooh, ooh. Oh, owl, it's us. What? Birds. We're watching birds. Why? Because it's fun. Where? There, you silly old owl. Where there's birds, there's bird watchers, and that's us. That owl always gets me so mixed up, I talk funny. Now, where were we? Where?
Oh, never mind that silly owl, fellas. Let's go get started.
As the morning sun began to warm the banks of the little river, life began to hum, and everyone busied themselves with the activities of the day. The bees were busy, doing whatever bees do best. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I think, oh, Martha. Yes, Martha, right over there, Martha.
Well, Hammy,
Martha, GP, look. Oh boy, I saw them first. Hamster, you have a lot to learn about bees. Bees?
yes, Hammy, bees. And although they do have wings, they're not birds because they don't have feathers.
Good try, Hammy. Good try. Hammy was embarrassed, but only for a moment. There was no keeping the hamster down. On with the hunt. Oh, Martha, I know birds live in trees, so let's go see if there's anybody home in here. Anybody home? Hello in there. Hello. But there was no answer from the hollow stump. Well, they're awfully quiet. I wonder if they're sleeping.
Well, birds do live in trees, GP, but most birds live in nests in trees, not in dead stumps.
Okay, Martha, I knew that. Now, let's go look for a nest. Come on. Oh, I found one. I found it. I'm first. I've won.
We're not counting nests, GP. We're out here to watch birds, and so far the owl makes the score 3-0 for the birds. Let's get on with it.
Oh, GP, do you hear what I hear? All I hear is birds.
No, GP, I thought I heard something squeaking.
And they all listened very, very hard. Can you hear it? Above all that noise the birds are making? Listen. Well, it's not like any other sound I've ever heard before. Have you? Listen. Oh, GP, is that you squeaking? No, Hammy, I don't squeak. I thought it was you, Martha.
No, it's not me, GP. Listen.
Well, what kind of bird is that?
I don't know, Hammy. It sounds like somebody calling for help.
Calling for help? Well, if somebody needs help, look no further. I'm your man. What kind of help?
I don't know, GP. I think it's over there.
I think I hear it too, Martha. Do you think it's somebody in trouble? Well, let's find out. I love rescuing people. Onward! And so the little group moved in toward that strange squeaking sound, and it grew louder and louder and louder as they got closer and closer and closer. Hey, I think it's over there. They looked up through the trees and saw a most unusual bird sitting on top of an old barn. And every time he turned in the wind, he squeaked. Looks like he really needs some help.
You stay here, GP. I'll run up and have a talk with him.
Oh, can I come too, Martha?
Okay, Hammy, but be careful. Hold on, little bird. We're coming to save you. Hold on. I'll get GP. He'll have the answer.
You mean you want me to come up there? Oh, it's a long way, Martha. I don't like heights. The three friends scrambled up on the roof, and the closer they got, the louder the squeaking became.
Come on, Hammy. Just hang on tight.
I hope this plank will hold the weight of my mighty brain.
Come on, guys. Get a move on. Hold on, little bird.
Oh, I'm so glad you've come.
It's this damp weather that's got me. I've been up here in the rain so long I've gone rusty. Every time I turn to face the wind, I squeak.
Well, why do you have to turn to face the wind?
That's my job. I'm a weathercock. That's why I'm up here. Everybody looks at me to see which way the wind is blowing.
My job is to fix things. I got just the thing right here. Carry it with me all the time. Never can tell when it'll come in handy.
Just hang on, bird. GP will have you fixed in no time. Come on, GP.
Coming, Martha. Coming. Can you find the oil can, Hammy? I think I have it, GP.
Hurry, hurry.
Careful, GP. Well, I think I found the place. I think it's right here. I think I've got it. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Here it is. Oil. Oh, wonderful. Oh, my, that feels good. Ooh, just a little drop right there. Oh.
Ever so carefully, GP tipped the oil can
right
over the
there.
place where the bird was squeaking and added the oil, one drop at a time.
Oh, oh, oh. Watch this. Whee! I feel young again.
Well, we have to go. We're bird watching, you know, but anytime you need us, just give us a squeak.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I'll be watching you.
After they'd bid the weathercock goodbye, the three friends continued on their search for birds.
Well, at least now we've seen a bird, haven't we, Martha?
Well, I don't think we can count the weathercock as a real live bird, Hammy. He doesn't have any feathers, you know.
Well, I guess we'd better keep on looking then. Tell me, where is there a bird?
Just about everywhere. Think of how many there are.
Blackbirds and bluebirds, red birds and yellow birds, big birds, small birds, and girl birds and fella birds.
Go and see some today. While you're at it, just listen to what birdies say.
Tweet, tweet.
Clack, clack. Cheep, cheep.
Warble, warble.
And where can you see all these birds?
You can walk through the park.
You can stand on a dock.
We can walk in the forest and see if the birdies are watching you and me.
Hammy was so eager to actually spot a bird that he ran ahead of the others on the path. As he scurried along, he didn't even notice the ducklings until they'd spotted him. Oh, good morning, ducklings. Have you seen any birds this morning? Boy, I wish I could talk duck. And he hurried on, not even realizing that he'd just seen a bird. After all, the ducklings were just friends, weren't they? And then, just around the next bend, he looked up and could hardly believe his eyes. Up high above him in a tree was, that's right, a nest. And you know what that means? Birds. Oh my, I found one. I found one. I just have to find a way of getting up there to see for myself. I wonder if I could. I've never done it before, but I wonder if I could just, I wonder. The black squirrel stopped dead in his tracks.
Well, I never. A hamster climbing a tree.
That's right, Mr. Squirrel, a hamster climbing a tree. A very determined young hamster, a very excited Hammy Hamster. Oh, a nest, a real live nest. I've got to get closer. Oh, just a little higher now.
He's crackers. He's nuts. Who said nuts? I love nuts.
Careful, Hammy, careful. I must say, he's doing very well for a hamster, isn't he? Look at him climb. Not in the Squirrels League, of course, but not bad, not bad. Oh, I can hardly wait to meet the bird inside. Not much farther, almost there. And with a final pull and a push, Hammy scrambled over the edge of the nest and tumbled down inside. Oh dear, there's no bird here. But what beautiful eggs. I do hope the bird won't mind if I just sit here for a minute. Oh, what a wonderful view from up here. As Hammy settled in to catch his breath, Martha and the guinea pig were still trying to do some serious bird watching.
I wonder what's happened to Hammy, GP. I wonder if we should start to worry about him.
Never mind, Hammy. I think I see something. It's got beautiful wings. It's a lovely color. It's not a bee. It's
That's a butterfly, GP. It's very lovely, but it has no feathers, so it doesn't count as a bird either.
Ah, drat. I thought I had one. Oh, well.
Meanwhile, Hammy was still bird-sitting the beautiful blue eggs in that nest high up in the tree. Well, it's quite nice up here. I wouldn't mind being a bird for a while. Fresh air, you can see for miles, but I don't think I'd like what they have for dinner. I'm not big on worms and bugs and... gosh, just thinking about it makes me hungry. I wonder if it's time for lunch. And Martha and GP must be getting worried about me. I'd better start climbing down and... Oh my, it's a long way down there. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hey, Martha, what kind of bird is this?
That's no bird, GP. That's Hammy, stuck in a tree. Oh, my goodness, GP, we have to rescue him.
Terrific, Martha. Nothing I like better than a good rescue. I can be a hero again.
Hang on, Hammy. Hang on. We're coming to save you.
GP, to the rescue. While Hammy was still hanging on, high up in the tree, GP started shaking it violently. If this doesn't get him down, nothing will. Help, Martha. GP, stop shaking the tree. I'm not stuck anymore. Stop shaking, please. But his two friends were so busy shaking the tree they couldn't hear the hamster calling. Help, stop shaking.
Oh, GP, I'm tired. I've got to stop shaking. I'm all shook out.
I'll join you, Martha, and put my mighty brain to work on a better way to rescue Hammy. Don't worry, Hammy. I'll get you down. You stay put. Don't move. GP, the hero, will save you. Oh, I'm sure glad I don't have to jump. Hammy, I'm going to get a big net so you can jump into it. Oh, please don't make me jump. Oh, don't worry, Hammy. GP will catch you. You can count on GP. The only thing Hammy knew he could count on right now was that he was hungry. Oh, my. I hope they get me down soon. So Martha and GP ran off back through the woods to GP's house to put together the things for GP's master rescue plan. Well, the first thing I need is my special rescue hat. Now, where'd I put that hat?
I just know you'll do a better job with your hat, GP. Is this it?
Oh, thank you, Martha. Now, what else do I need?
A net. You need a net, GP. You know, so Hammy won't hurt himself when he falls.
Oh, yes, a net. Where do I keep nets? Oh, yes, in my net pile.
Like this green one, GP?
No, not that one, Martha. Keep looking.
Like this one?
That's the one, Martha. Now, what else do we need?
And maybe a saw?
A saw? What do I need a saw for? I can't cut the whole tree down. That would ruin the forest. So why do I need a saw?
Just bring the saw, GP.
Now, what else do I need?
A long, long ladder.
Of course, a ladder. Glad I thought of that. Hurry up, Martha. Off we go. GP to the rescue. Oh, I do hope they get back soon. I'm getting hungrier by the minute.
There he is, GP. He's still okay.
Hang on, Hammy. GP will save you. The little car screeched to a halt. GP and Martha hopped out and began to put the rescue plan in motion. Martha, help me string up this net. A net. He wants me to jump. I'm not jumping, GP. I'm not jumping. Don't worry, Hammy. You don't have to jump. Just trust the guinea pig. Martha helped GP straighten out the net and get it set up. And then, well, she thought she'd better try it out. The next job was to assemble the long, long ladder.
Let me help, GP.
Easy does it. Oops. Carefully, easily. Oh, hang on now. There it is. We got it now. Slowly, carefully, they moved the ladder up inside the branches of the tree. Closer, GP, closer. Don't worry, Hammy. The ladder's not for you. It's for me. GP, the mighty rescuer, will save you. Then, as Hammy watched, GP started to climb the ladder. Oh, what are you going to do, GP? Well, I'm going to climb up there and test out the branch here. Here, I'm testing out the branch. What do you mean, test the branch? Then GP lowered a line to Martha, who fastened the saw to it. And GP started to hoist the saw up into the tree. What on earth was he going to do next? He'd promised Hammy he wouldn't have to jump, hadn't he? Hang on, Hammy, we're going to rescue you. GP, what are you going to do with that saw there? GP? GP? Oh, no, GP. Please, no. Sorry, I can't hear you, Hammy, with all the sawing going on. And look at that. The guinea pig was sawing right through the branch that Hammy was holding on to.
Oh, where's all this sawdust coming from?
Oh, GP, please, GP. Please don't saw through the branch. GP, please. Oh, suddenly,
no.
There was a mighty crack. Oh.
Hammy, are you all right?
Oh, I'm okay, Martha. Thank you, and thank you, GP. Well, you see, Hamster, I promised you wouldn't have to jump.
Maybe we've had enough excitement for one day, Hammy. Let's all go back to your place for some tea.
So they all packed up the net and the ladder, piled into the little car, and headed off for home. And that evening, they were sitting in Hammy's boot house, enjoying a plate of cookies and laughing about their adventures. I just wish I'd seen a bird, though. After all, we were bird watching, weren't we? And we met all kinds of interesting friends on the way. The bees. Oh, the butterfly. Owl. Owl's a bird, isn't he?
Yes, but we can't count him because he saw us first.
And I saw the ducklings, but they saw me first, too. Yeah, but we had lots of fun. I learned a lot about watching birds and climbing trees and... I guess that little bird is telling us it's time for bed. And he saw us first, too. And they laughed and laughed and started planning what their next great adventure would be. What if they decided to get up really early the next morning and... But that's another story.